And I don't think we need to interview like 30 of them, but if we get like 5 to 10 or so.
Yeah, I think those interviews would more so confirm what we already know. It shouldn't be new information. I think, like, based on what we researched about...
It was, I mean, they liked it. The assessor said, I love the song that you put. I guess they also get bored seeing the same presentation again and again.
Wackos on Facebook.
No, I think the Facebook one looks great because that shows that you've gone through, like, we should definitely keep the Facebook one.
I'm happy to get started because I'm in quarantine and have nothing to do. So.
You're not allowed to send an invite, Mathias.
I'm not sorry. I will not send an invite.
It's 1:50 now. This morning I had a 10 a.m. meeting with my go-to team, which was really productive. I really like my group. We work really well together. So we have a good way forward, and this week we will be trying to get interviews from the people we identified who we want more information from. So we have a little field work to do in the next 7 days, and we'll be trying to crank out a presentation with solutions and get it out of the way so we can move on with our lives. Then I had a strategies for impact class, which I don't know how I feel. I don't think I'm a huge fan of that so far. I enjoy the readings and I learned a lot from that, but I don't know if I get much from the class. It's a lot of talking about how we feel and really high level stuff, just talking and not much doing, which is a little not my style. It's a little too broad. So I'll definitely do the readings, but I don't know that the class time does very much for me. I'm going to take a small break and then get some work done for Reach before my 5 p.m. meeting. So I'll probably go out for a walk now and get some air. About 11 o'clock now and I'm about to go to bed. I just wanted to check in. The rest of the day I just was catching up on readings for Capitalism in Debate, which I have tomorrow, and I had a EP team meeting, which was good. I think I got really lucky this term with teams. I'm in 2 teams and we're about to create a third one. The 2 teams I'm in, everyone's just really engaged and really interested in what we're doing, so that just makes it a lot easier, and everyone's work ethic is just really on top, so it's just made it feel a lot less stressful. but there are a lot of readings this week, so I've really just been reading all week. I'm getting up early at 7:30 tomorrow morning to help out my friend do a test session because he is going to be interviewing a pretty renowned Bollywood film producer on Friday, and I'll just be there to be tech support. So I said yes at the last minute. I'll be up very early tomorrow morning. It's 7:15 and I'm going to get some coffee. I'm so tired.
I know. I mean, if you want to, you could be off.
It's okay, I'm already on.
Yeah, hope they show up. I'm not sure. It's, oh, yeah, I think they're...
Oh yeah. Me too.
Are you vlogging?
Yeah.
Did you vlog
so
this
cute.
morning?
Like a little bit. It's almost 6 o'clock now. I am about to log onto a company presentation where I'm just going to be a passive listener. I got out of a meeting about 45 minutes ago with my Reach team, which is 9 people big. So it is a pretty big team and we haven't had a proper team meeting for almost 2 weeks. Last week we had a meeting with the professor, so it was more of listening to professor feedback and not much time to talk as a team on what we are doing next and how we're doing. So that was good to just realign really quick. I'm being rotated into the team chair for the next couple of months, which means I'll be coordinating meetings with the professors and the Reach coaching staff and now the RAs on the ground in India, and making sure we are making the progress we're supposed to make. So we have a couple of things to do on the lit review side. I'm going to try to meet with my team, my lit review team tomorrow, which is just 4 of us, and debrief how it's going so far and what we have to do remaining from our feedback. So I just want to catch up. I feel like we've been scrambling a lot, but we don't really know what we feel about how we're doing. I think I might hear some opinions tomorrow. So that's what I want to do. And then next week we are supposed to meet with a couple of the RAs in India to help out with some translations of the SOPs, the standard operating procedures, which are all in Hindi, and get a few questions answered about the police training format. And then we'll have to schedule another normal team meeting with all 9 of us and a Reach coach so he can just listen in. Earlier, I went on a walk with Nagraj. We were just testing out some of the tech for tomorrow's event, which I was up at 7:30 for. We wanted to make sure we knew all of the Zoom functions because he's never hosted something like this before. And then we were feeling a little cooped up, so we went out to get some air for about an hour and then came back because I had to meet at 4. But I'm going to sign on to the 6 p.m. call now, and I'll be back later. It's almost 10 o'clock. I'm about to finish breakfast and start my 10 a.m. meeting with my lit team. I'm just going to debrief with 2 of my team members and see how they feel about our progress and how to proceed with the next steps. And that's half an hour. Then today got really packed really fast. Here's what my calendar looks like today. At 11, I'm going to help out my friend just be tech support for his event, interviewing a producer, and I'm going to just be listening in also. And then I've got a 12:30 webinar on from Career Services on roles in government. Maybe I'll just turn my camera off and make lunch during that time. And then I'll be meeting my other Reach team member at 2. I'm going to go meet her for coffee, and we can just chat over coffee, see how she's feeling about the team and how I can help pick up the baton for the chair next month. I will probably skip the plenary and listen to the recording later, because it's just a lecture format anyway. And then at 4, I'll be running back here to go to my tutorial with my EP team, where we're going to meet with our professor and talk about our progress so far and what we're going to be doing next. And so that's my full day. I do have a teammate who is in Singapore who is going to be the lead this month, and she couldn't make today's 10 a.m. meeting, so I'm going to schedule some time with her separately just to get her thoughts in so she doesn't feel left out. So I'll probably be doing that tomorrow morning at 8:30 actually.
And I really want to be able to tell, is it making sense to tell it? So what's the budget of the film? What are the empirics with regard
of the lessons that you've learned with this transition, and what have been some of the successes or some of the great things about not being in a traditional sort of corporate environment?
So, it's interesting because
every single McKinsey, these on management consulting case studies begins with, estimating the market size. So that will be useful because then you're going to use this estimation on your estimation of the revenues.